welcome to the Backrooms. This is going to be a brand new series inside our theme park Tycoon 2, where we're building up a huge mega project building the Backrooms. Now, I assume you all know what the Backrooms is, but if you don't, here's a brief rundown of what it is. It's like this creepypasta analog horror, usually in the form of films, like short films on YouTube, where there are a bunch of different levels, all going for like a liminal space aesthetic, and actually the description of the image that started it all explains it really well. If you're not careful and you no-clip out of reality, you'll end up in the Backrooms. So you'll literally just sink through the floor and you're in here. The Backrooms with all the yellow walls, the moist carpets, the buzz of the fluorescent lights, and oh yeah, it's endless! With about 50 trillion levels or whatever, and with a monster in basically each of them, you're not making it out alive. And I thought I'd make it inside of theme park Tycoon 2. Now you can see I've done quite a lot already. That's because I started this all the way back like last year now. I was off and on the project, but I thought I'd make it official and start an entire series just building this up. Each episode making a whole bunch of progress. But before we actually do any building, let me show you guys what we've actually got so far. Right here we have the entrance. Now this is going to be just one entire ride. And I thought it'd be really cool to sort of make this project sort of like an experience like no other roller coaster. So the roller coaster is not really that realistic. It's sort of more like a dark ride than anything. But I actually plan on like the fun result POV to have like voice acting, sound effects, a whole like storyline. Actually drop a trailer for this as well. I plan on going full out for this. And this is the actual station. We are currently not actually in the Backrooms. We are actually at, well, Acing. Sort of inspired by Kane Pixels' series. This is the research facility that has made the connection between Earth and the Backrooms by creating this portal right here. I really love how all of this looks with all the new textures and also the boarded up windows. Let's actually just hop on the coaster right here. It is I forgot what this is called. It's a multi-launch coaster. I knew that. You go on to a drop track. Very lovely. And you're brought into this room where the gateway starts opening up. There's alarms. There's flashing, blinding lights. And here is the Backrooms. Now, all throughout this, there'll be like voice acting, all the sound effects, and you can see the red tape. We're just following that because we're actually the storyline of this is that we're following another crew who's gone in here, but missing. And you can see the track of the coaster sort of like covered up, sort of. I still need to finish that off with the wedges, which I think we'll do today. And we'll come all the way over here. There's some text on the wall. Don't move, stay still. You're not alone. You guys can read the rest if you want to. But to your left, there's an actual Backrooms entity, which will be screaming at you, and then lights flicker, you fall through the ground, you fall no clip into this level. Look at this. I absolutely love this level. Probably my favorite one so far. I'll take you guys through this in a bit. Just do a cool little barrel. Fun fact is that Timon actually built this level, like the coaster layout, sorry. Timon built that coaster layout part right there. That's why it's so good. Let me just go through here. There was a whole bunch of stuff which I just missed and I forgot to talk about on my days. But at this point, we've lost the monster. The monster is no longer on our tail at the moment. The chain lift, by the way, is so fast because I gotta test stuff like ages down and I don't want to wait like 5 years for the coaster to come. But here we have this, which I think we'll be working on in today's episode, which is the car park level. And my idea for this is that you'll come down, it's all pitch black, and the lights will turn like pitch black, but there's faces in like the smilers, I think they're called, faces that will just kill you. So you just gotta be careful when the lights are off. Then you have this like safe area over here, and you're always on the radio. I think it's gonna be really cool. It'll make more sense when you actually watch the POV. So you just gotta trust the process. I've got something cooking in here. And then over here, the lights will be off, so you'll stop, and then you'll be like, all right, I see my exit. My exit is over there. 3, 2, 1, go! Any second now. Let's go! Now! Yes! And then we do a little corkscrew, and we'll go into the elevator. And then these black transitions, by the way, are just places that I'll just cut in the POV to make it look like no clipping. Then this brings you up to this level. This is like the hotel level. I don't know what number actually is, the number of the level is. And then this will be a whole nother like sort of like mini level here. And then we're going into like the hotel room. I just wanted a bit that actually felt like a roller coaster, so I thought this could be a cool place to do so. And yeah, that's what we've done so far. I absolutely love this entity right here. As well well as this level, I actually just recently placed in the realistic trees to act as bushes, and together with the retextured grass and the cones, I think this place looks freaking fire. Yeah, this is gonna be a fully fleshed out mega project. So I hope you guys join me for it. I'm really excited for this. I can't wait to get started and see this farm grow. Let me know if you have any ideas in the comments down below. While you're down there, please do subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Being subscribed means you'll never miss another episode of the Backrooms series. It just helps me out a ton. Now, today's episode is going to be a little bit all over the place because we've still got a lot to do. Before we can work on any of the later levels, I want to get all of the before levels out of the way, if that makes sense. So before we can work on this level, the car park level, we have yet to finish all of the levels that come before it. Starting with this level, which is going to be a pain because I'm going to have to hide all of this track using wedges. Oh my days. I'm just going to place that here, and now all I'm going to do is just place about 1,000 wedges all the way until we get all the way over here to where this block break is. So guys, with that said, let's hop into a time lapse. And what's that? Don't stop. Oh! And a while later, we have completely finished putting all the wedges on the side of the coaster right here. And what that sort of does, if we look at it from like over here, you can hardly see that there is actually the track of the coaster. So if you're actually on the coaster, you sort of notice it, but you sort of don't at the same time. Like, it's not all in your face, which I really like, and just goes all the way over here. And actually, before we do anything else, I just want to take a second to tell you guys that I'm going to be going live for charity on Saturday the 14th of December, 7 PM GMT. I'm going to be going live for raising money for Thankmas, which this year is supporting Crisis Text Line and Samaritan, which are both suicide prevention organizations which provide free 24/7 mental health support to anyone who needs it. And yeah, they're absolutely amazing. If you can't make it to Saturday but you still want to donate through my link, I'll just leave a link at the top of the description down below. If you want to donate before the streams even started, I'd really appreciate it if you do. All the proceeds go towards Thankmas. Thank you so much, and now let's get back to building. Right, so level 0, well, the first part of level 0 is basically done. I don't think there's anything else we need to do here. I think the next thing that we need to do is the second part of level 0. I just think it looks pretty barren. Even though level 0 is pretty barren, I feel like we could just put at least just something here. Something that I think would be pretty cool is if we just whack some more of that black cube that you saw around that Backrooms monster we made, just around some of the walls here, just to give it a little bit of just detail and texture. I know this isn't like actually in level 0, but we do gotta make some things just a bit different to make it just look a bit more interesting when you actually ride the ride. So I'm gonna do is just I'm gonna add some spheres around here. I also want some of the goop to be on the walls. Look at that. There we go, just something like this. I think if you want to take it to like the next level, we could actually add a cone here. Not only going up the wall, but actually poking out of the ground just to sort of make it look a bit more interesting. There we go, just like that. And now I'm just gonna add a few of these here and there. Another place that I think I want them, maybe like somewhere here. Because you've got to keep in mind that the coaster's gonna be like at this POV, stuck onto the grid. So maybe we could have it like dripping here, because I really want one like dripping off of the ceiling. So if we just whack it like that, we should just have it as if it's like dripping like this, maybe. I don't know what this stuff would actually be. I'm assuming it's just like bacteria, if you want to think about like the lore of this stuff. Because the actual Backrooms entities are actually made out of bacteria. But if we just add like a little small gloop of it, yeah, I think that looks pretty cool, to be fair. I'm just gonna add a little puddle of it here, maybe just another one here. I feel like we can make that arrow look a lot better. First of all, by duplicating it like that, just to get like a bit more of a 3D effect when you look at it. And then by just adding these primitives to it. As this arrow is supposed to look like it's just being drawn on by someone, or maybe something. Maybe there's a good entity out there trying to help you, who knows? But whatever it is, it's just supposed to help you along your way in the Backrooms. Oh yeah, oh, look at that. I mean, it looks a bit odd from here. But as you're going past it, oh yeah, that looks amazing. And actually, now looking at the track, I forgot to put the wedges on. And I mean, the track's not even covered. Oh man. Okay, well, I'm gonna do that. And I'll see you in a second, because this is going to take, yeah, probably an hour. I can't lie. Yeah, see you then, poofa! Boof! Time-lapse now. I mean, the transition.
Alright.
As you can see, we have now covered the entire track up with wedges and the flat primitive. And you can just see how lovely that looks now. Look at that. Covering up the block break as well. Then this little swirly bit all the way down when you jump off into the car park area. So now what I want to build, if I can fix my webcam, what I want to do now is actually build something on this wall. To sort of like indicate that you got to jump down. I think something on the wall's best, not the floor. We do have like a space here if we want to build something maybe. But I think what we can, you know what? If I just hop on the Theme Park Titan Workshop and yoink Havizo's letter kit, I very much recommend this if you need some letters. We just yoink this. And then if we just spell out the word jump, like so, now we just need to squish it all together. And then just place it on the wall. Maybe we should make it big like that. Maybe like off-centered a bit. Make sure the color is black so it fits in with everything else. Oh, perfect. Okay. Just want to double check. Does it show on the other wall? It does. Okay. That's fine. We can just push it back. Okay, much better. But that does look too clean. So what we can do is just to make it look a bit more broken and just as if it's like properly written on the wall, we can just jumble up a few of these letters like so. Well, not too much that you can't even tell what it says. Just a bit like that. And then just like we did with the arrow, I am going to add some cones, sort of make it look like it's the bacteria or the paint, whatever this person or thing used to write this is sort of like dripping off the wall like so. It does make it look a bit more creepy, which is nice. Look at that. Okay, yeah, I like that. And I think with that, we could still do something here. Not quite sure what though. But I think with that, I think that's basically it for the second part of level 0. But then we come down here to the car park level. Now, this is going to be a pretty difficult level to finish. Because the idea of this level is, you can see there's a whole lot of breaks here, which are a bit wobbly. I don't know how I feel about that. That is annoying my OCD big time. But the idea is, you're going really slow because you're like, okay, I don't know what this place is. You're freaked out. And keep in mind, this entire level will be pitch black. All the lights on here will be off, and all you'll see are the glowing faces in the darkness, which will be real creepy. And then sort of inspired by the Backrooms game, there's a level in the game where the lights will periodically turn off and on. When the lights are off, the entities are out. And when the lights are on, it's safe. You can walk out. But it just sort of switches between the two, which I think would be pretty freaking sick to do here. But let's just get to it to try and finish this level. First of all, I think we should just get a sequencing out of the way. Then we can get to all the building. Like, look at all of this. We've already done some of the sequencing, as you can see right there. That's a sequencer. Oh, that's a lot of sequences. Oh, the lights are off. Yes. So this is how it looks when you come down. Maybe like 5 seconds after you touch this one, or whenever you start to boost. Now, the lights will turn on. So what I'm going to do is actually I'm just going to have a trigger on that piece and connect it up to here. So this means whenever the train gets to here, it will activate sequences that will turn off the lights. So now we've connected it, all we need to do is make it so it actually turns off the lights. Here are the light orbs underneath level car park. So I'm just going to have to go through all of these row by row, light orb by light orb. Alright, that should be the last orb. Let's go test it. And I'm going to have to wait another like 5 years for the train. Great. Okay, the coaster is here. Let's see whenever the lights turn, well, blue, I guess. Oh, perfect. Actually perfect. All we need to do is just extend this probably by about like, well, 5 seconds, 4.5 seconds. That's actually perfect. Oh, I didn't know about this until quite recently. But if you just change the item mode to whatever you want, like let's say I wanted my light orb to be off, which I do. Once you've done that, you can easily just shift click and drag it like this on all the other ones. You don't have to painfully just click this, click that, click this, click that. You can just drag it. Look how easy that is. I wish I knew that when I was making the fireworks show for the dream park. Now, when we play that, all the lights turn off. Lovely. But the lights should hopefully turn off here. I don't know how long we'd have to make them wait. I think we might have to make the lights be off for around like 8 seconds, I'm assuming. So I might have to put it on another sequencer because at the moment, second like light shuts off, or the third one I should say, is actually on the same one as the light shuts off here. Also, if you're wondering why the track looks so janky, it's not because of my terrible coaster building skills. No. It's actually just so it looks a bit more real, like you're actually walking around. Okay, the coaster is here once again. All the lights are off. That's cool. We also gotta make it so that image panels of the monsters spawn in when the lights are off, but we can do that later. This is fine. We've tested this before. This should work. So as soon as the coaster starts to boost, it should... Lights are off. It boosts. Yes. Nice. So like the lights off now. Yes. How long do we have to wait? So we've got to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 seconds extra. So that'll be what? 15 seconds. So that took way too long.
A 4 plus 11, oh my days.
So I'm definitely gonna have to put this on another sequencer. So I'm gonna do that real quick because you've just saw me do this. Okay, like 5 minutes later, I've gotten all of the light bulbs down again. 15 seconds long this time. Let's test it once more, and hopefully I don't have to test it again. Okay, here we go. The lights are off. That's the second light off. The lights will turn back on. No, they won't. Why are the lights not turning back on? Did I do an oopsie? I don't know what just happened. Because the sequencer isn't supposed to be activated until the coaster gets here. I don't actually know what the freak just happened there. Why is this piece connected to those? That's not how it's supposed to go. I've got to wait another 50 trillion years. Here we have it. The coaster is coming back. Look at it go. And it's going to jump. Okay, this seems to be working fine. The coaster goes. Some of the lights turn on now. Maybe? Yes! Okay, I like that. So what we gotta do now is actually get in the entities. Don't know exactly how we're gonna do that. We could do images. That's the first thing that comes to mind. Just image panels like this. We just have like a whole cluster of them. So this is terrifying. Yeah, like this. But we can make those invisible. I think that's probably our best bet. Okay, here we go. I got him. Okay, this is how they look. I just yoinked an image off of Google and then made it really saturated and red. You'd only see them with the darkness behind them. And I think they look alright. They're not insane looking, but I mean, they're images. You can't really do a lot of images, but it doesn't really matter what they look like at the moment because we could always just come back later and change them. All we need to do at the moment is actually just get the images in so we can sequence them. Let's just yoink all of these images and whack them in the sequencer. This actually shouldn't be too difficult, to be fair. Oh, look at that. So when it's dark, they're here, and then when it's light, they're gone. Perfect. So I'll see you guys when I've done all the sequencing for the entities. As you can see, we have completely finished all of the entities up. Everything should be working, I think. Let's give it a quick hold test and see for ourselves. We jump down here. There we go. What? That is actually terrifying. That is so creepy. I like that, and you can actually see some faded in the background there. All the lights are on. Disappeared. That works perfectly fine. Keep going. Oh, dude. We have got entities galore here. I think I should really place one over there. Oh, they're all looking at me. And then I think the light should turn on. Okay, I think the light should maybe turn off a bit sooner. But there we go. That's the entities pretty much working perfectly. We might need to delay that a bit. But for the most part, I think that works fine. But we've done enough sequencing for today. What I want to do is fill all of this up, make it look a bit less barren and empty, and just build some stuff in. Like these parking spaces right here. If we just place these about, so maybe let's have one like literally just stuffed in the wall here, like there. Try parking here. And I think I know what to build right here. A whole bunch more trash. And for this, I'm going to use a blueprint built by Kasity. If you don't know Kasity, they're a moderator of this channel. Look at this. Oh, you know what? Oh, like I should just replace all of my bins in the car park with all of this. Oh my days. You know, no. What? Look at how insane all of this trash looks. I love this. Oh, the pizza box. Okay, it's time for a little bit of a remodel with this blueprint kit. Okay, I've just finished putting down just some of the trash using Kasity's blueprint pack. And oh my days, has it transformed this place. Look at all the little like trash bags, the pizza boxes, the bins, especially in here. Look at how this looks. It's just filled up the place a bunch. I know it might not be lore accurate, but I think this looks way better now. But I think that's where I'm gonna call it for today. Thank you all so much for watching, especially if you made it this far into the video. Thank you so much. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know what you think of the new series down below. I'm hyped for the next one. Let's get to it, man. Next episode, we are going to 100% finish this up. I mean, placing all the trash down in the car park right here, and then moving up past this elevator and into this level, which I forgot the number for it. Thank you all so much for watching, and yes.